When I'm out all by myself, sometimes minus 30, minus 35, it's totally darkness, you can't see anything. But then when the light, northern lights comes out, it's as bright as moon. And it was like, wow, how small you are, and it's just amazing. I've been invited to dark sky, night sky places because I'm considered a Northern Lights aurora specialist. So I'm always talking about dark sky importance and just the difference of Northern Lights, Southern Lights. And I was invited to Buffalo dark sky this year, and I'm teaching how to do night sky photography, including like time-lapse video making and star trails images.
There's something about being out in the wilderness under a dark sky. There are no artificial lights anywhere. You're able to see the really rich depth of the dark sky. You're able to see the Milky Way. You're able to see star clusters. You're able to see galaxies. So the majesty of the night sky is above you, and it's an amazing experience to be able to view it unspoiled by light pollution. Wood Buffalo National Park is Canada's largest national park and the world's largest dark sky preserve. We're located in northern Alberta. In fact, we cross the NWT Alberta boundary. The majority of the park is in Alberta, and in fact, that's where our dark sky observation sites are as well. The Thebacha and Wood Buffalo Dark Sky Festival is very much a family-oriented space and science event. So what we really want to do is we want to open people to not just the wonders of the night sky, which is a huge part of our event, but also to the general wonders of science. It's an amazing world of discovery out there. So we do have a lot of activities focused on kids because we want them to engage with nature, with the environment in a new and exciting way.
Willy Wonka feel to it, doesn't it? Hey.
There she goes. Everybody stay here, stay here. Hey, look at that. Go get it, guys.
I'm Professor Quark, and over the next couple of days here at the Dark Sky Festival, I'm going to be sharing some of the most amazing things about space science with young children. We are going to do some fun, silly science. Our aurora is going to be toilet paper, and I think that's the first thing that we're going to do because I have lots and lots of aurora, and I have an aurora roller. An aurora roller. Say it 3 times fast. Aurora roller, aurora roller. That is awesome science. All right. I want to teach children about astronomy and science because together we live on this planet. We are going to have to save this planet for future generations. Well, we've got our aurora roller and our aurora blower. And here we go. Got your ears plugged, everybody? Yeah. Let's give it a try. The children that are here today, they're going to take away ideas that will help them live on this planet and save it for their children.
Yes, I need that one.
Now that Wood Buffalo National Park is designated as a dark sky preserve, we've been working with them to encourage them to develop infrastructure. And this year was the significant improvement with the addition of the Sky Circle out at the Pine Lake observation site. The other observation site that we've used on and off is the Salt River site, which is only 25 kilometers from the town of Fort Smith. So it's a little more accessible for things where we're just doing an evening of activity. Wood Buffalo National Park 2 years ago purchased an inflatable planetarium, and it has a high-tech digital projector which gives 360 imaging inside the dome. And over the past 2 years they've been working quite diligently on developing programming specific to Wood Buffalo National Park. This year we invited Michelle Nichols. She works with the Adler Planetarium out of Chicago, Illinois. We brought her in for our feature presentations, and part of that feature presentation was to talk about the Sun-Earth connection.
We've got a whole lot of stuff going on, and when these magnetic fields sometimes snap, that's when we have a lot of stuff coming from the sun. We call those charged particles.
She's had quite a bit of past experience through the NASA projects and the IBEX projects and things like that, so she was just the perfect person for us to bring in for that type of presentation.
Here's a sunspot up close. Whoa! Yeah. Same thing I said when I first saw that picture. I think that I can teach people a little bit about the science behind the auroras. It's one thing to look at them and say, hey, that's really pretty. The next question is likely, what causes that? I don't know what causes that. And people have been asking that question for hundreds, if not thousands of years. A simple way of explaining the aurora is that material from the sun interacts with the Earth's magnetic field. Particles hit the Earth's atmosphere, causing it to glow. There are two reasons why we can see the aurora really well from Wood Buffalo National Park. The first reason is it's extremely dark here. The second reason we can see an aurora very well here is Wood Buffalo National Park is located at a very high latitude, which is almost exactly 60 degrees north. And we can see auroras more often at higher latitudes. There are different colors that we see in an aurora because of the different elements that are in our Earth's atmosphere. The different elements such as oxygen or nitrogen would give off different colors, they would glow. And so depending on what altitude those elements are at, how strong the charged particles are hitting them, and called exciting them, that would allow you to see those different colors. When you go outside, just know the bright thing you see in the daytime sky is causing those gorgeous colors that you're going to see in the nighttime sky. I'm crossing my fingers we get to see them while we're here.
I think as major urban centers get brighter and brighter and as light pollution gets worse and worse, I think astrotourism is going to start to become like a specific fishing trip that you go on, or some sort of ultimate golf destination where you're going to be seeing people going to view the night sky as something that's truly rare, that stands out so much that you would actually book a vacation just based on that. And to an extent, we're already seeing that.
I saw the auroras, and yeah, they were just all over the sky. And so they were fantastic. And then we got a chance to look through some of the telescopes to see stars and star clusters. And yeah, it was quite an interesting experience.
Oh, I'm an aurora fan, so I love seeing the auroras and just the brightness of them, the way they moved. They were just, it was so exciting.
We invited Yanchyk, as he is a renowned aurora photographer. He's taken aurora photography across the circumpolar region. Has even traveled down to Tasmania to photograph the southern aurora.
Northern lights are about 100 Ks to 500 Ks, but it's moving. So you can never focus on that. So start is the best things to do. Whenever I do these kind of workshops, usually it's a basic one. They don't even know the settings. They don't even know JPEG to RAW files. But in about 2 hours, they learned all these. So they really like it because it's quite easy. You need some help from moon. So I love moon. Half moon is great. Full moon is a little hard because it's too bright.
I hope that people realize that these places are not just areas lacking light, and that they're areas where you can discover something. And I mean, you talk about a world of discovery. Well, there's a universe of discovery out there, and we're learning so much, and it's so fascinating, and it gives you a perspective on life, I think. So it's just a valuable way of looking at the world, realizing that, you know, we have a tiny little part of the galaxy, of the universe, that's our own, just kind of steward and take care of here. When you see the immensity of the place that the world spins in, it makes this little spot here that much more valuable, I think.